But thank you. Thank you. I promise if you stay to the end, you will be glad that you did. To my private community, and I will be right back. Hello, Rich Leaders. How are you? I am doing a mastery course. It's totally free, and I am opening it up to some of you leaders here. If you want to hop on, here's the link. I'm super excited just to give you this freebie on this Thankful Thursday. Hop on with us. God bless. Merlan, if you're in that leadership group, can you put the link in there for me? I'm going to go ahead and get started in the Rich Recruitment team. I think you're in there. If you can put the link and a password, because I don't want to delay the hour. We have people on, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Good evening again. I am Latasha, the Boss Chick. I am so excited, guys. I mean, like, this has really been on my heart for the last year and a half, building business credit. I have been in this space as an entrepreneur for over 20 years. However, I did not find out about leveraging business credit until the last 2 years. Okay. Last 2 years in the middle of a recession during COVID, that's when I started studying it. Earlier on, as an entrepreneur, I always use my personal money. How many of you on the line started off just like I did? Everything for your business, whether it was just, buying inventory, starting your website. Of course, you had to pay to get your business license, getting registered, and so forth with your particular state, Secretary of State, and getting your business taxes. It was just so much legalities behind it that you had to come out of pocket to get up and running. So I don't know how many of you on the line were like me, but you always came out of pocket. And some of you today, you're still paying for everything as it relates to your business, to your enterprise from your personal accounts. So let me take a poll really quick. I want to see who all on here are entrepreneurs. If you have your own LLC, if you're an entrepreneur, you've been running a business, you sell merch, you have digital products, you do courses, offer courses, whatever services it is that you offer, go ahead and let me know if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, where you are in that state as well. Okay. I see Lavelle LLC, cool beans. Anybody else? Anybody else a business owner? Okay. Veteran, out of Virginia. All right. Detroit LLC. Amazing. Congratulations. Okay. We see it. We have somebody that have a S Corp. Awesome. Yes. I'm so excited for you guys. Super excited. And glad, that you're in this space of entrepreneurship. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start sharing my slides. I hope you guys can see me well. It looks like my screen may be blinking. Can you guys see me good? Am I on your screen? Just type in the chat for me. Don't unmute. Do me a favor. I will be checking the chat periodically. All right. So everybody pretty much on the call are business owners. Can you guys see my screen? Are you seeing a full screen of me? Yes. Cool beans. So we're going to go ahead and get right to it. I'm super excited because I have been preparing for this, workshop tonight for a while. I wanted to make sure that I not give you everything because, again, this is a free course. And I've put in a lot of work for the last 2 years doing the research, studying, as well as over my 20 years as an entrepreneur, I've had some bumps and some bruises, right? I had to experience the cost of being a boss by trial and error, right? So once I found, out how to really smoothen the path of being an entrepreneur, and guiding and gliding through this thing, I was able, hold on. We don't see what I share. Yep. Thank you so much. Once I figured out, my mojo, I kind of got the rhythm of being an entrepreneur. And then it was just smooth selling the last 10 years. But again, I was using my own funding. And so in order for you guys to really scale your business, you have to know where to start, what to use, and how to leverage what you have access to, okay? So I'm sharing my screen right now. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is where you want to start taking notes. I'm going to pull it up on a big screen. Hopefully those of you who are joining us, you'll be able to see my screen as well and, you know, find value in this. Why am I qualified to even do this? Again, 20 years under my belt. Originally, I was a school teacher, 14 years, but here it is, fast forward after 8 years of firing my boss, I have a 6-figure business and I'm showing others how to do the same. All right. So we're going to go ahead into building business credit, the ABCs of building business credit, 100K in 90 days. Who am I? Who am I? Who is this fly chick right here, right? I absolutely love lifestyle. I am big on living my best life. Why? Because life is too short. Also, as a child, I grew up as the eldest of 3 children, right? Parents were pastors and still are, besides my mom. Of course, we just recently lost her. Rest in peace, really miss her. But I grew up not necessarily with a silver spoon in my mouth, but I grew up with the finer things in life, okay? My parents worked very hard. My mom was pregnant with me at the age of 16, okay? At the age of 16, here it is, her and my dad, high school lovers, barely making it, but my mom ended up taking on 2 jobs just to make sure that I was good. So by the time they got it together, when they were 21 and really together, moved in with each other and all that, guess what? Because they both understood family and values, they both worked hard. So me growing up in elementary school, I was the only child up until the age 7.5. I got everything I wanted. But they also not necessarily just gave me everything, but they showed me how to work and how to, pretty much gain access. I was able to get allowances. I was able to do my chores and get rewarded for it. So at a young age, I like the ideal of being able to be great at doing what I'm supposed to do and being responsible, and I was going to get rewarded. And so that's what instilled the entrepreneurship in me. And ever since then, guys, I have been enjoying being able to make my own dollar when I want to make my own dollar. So much so that, again, 8 years ago, I fired my boss. This is myself just having a good time, living our best life. We did a photo shoot at the runway, okay, not the airport. It was the Clearport, okay. You got to clear everything out before we could take off. This was my mentor, one of my mentors, Dr. Jewel Tankard. You've probably heard of her, but this is her husband's private jet. This is their jet because they both work very hard, multimillionaires. So I was able to do a photo shoot on a jet. This is us down here. This is Dr. Jewel. My other amazing mentor, Dr. China Bethley. She's the ambassador of the United Kingdom, as well as the United States. Just amazing, amazing ladies. These are bosses in their own right. We were doing a photo shoot there, as well as I did a photo shoot here in Atlanta a few years ago. And recently I dropped 2 books. This book is totally on manifesting your future. We talk about affirmations, how powerful your words are and what you need to speak on a day-to-day basis. As entrepreneurs, the numbers, the sales, they're going to go up, they're going to go down. It's going to be even months sometimes where it just seems like the sales are scarce, right? And you may be in the negative. That's what happened as a business owner, as a boss. This happens from time to time, but you got to understand that that's just what business is. That's doing business, okay? You got to be creative. You got to know how to market. And so again, I'm into lifestyle. I like to show exactly what I'm able to afford because I work hard behind the scenes with my multiple businesses. And we're going to talk about having multiple streams of income, and as well as how I was able to leverage using OPM, other people's money. So my book is available on Affirmations and More.com, Affirmations and More. You can get the ebook and get quite a few affirmations there, as well as some scriptures, and you can take notes and write down your own affirmations as well. Then down here we have my newest edition, the ABCs of Building Business Credit. Guess what, y'all? The box came in today. The box came in. The box is over there. This is just one pack. I am so excited. This is my actual printout. The first book that I did on affirmations was an ebook, but this is a full printout. You even got work pages in here. I am so excited about this project. And so again, everything I talk about tonight, it should help you, really broaden your horizons about what it is that you're passionate about with your business, with your company. I'm going to show you some things that'll help you position to actually start building business credit as well, so that you can use other people's money to create passive income. Again, this is some more details of who I am: a retired school teacher, have my bachelor's in elementary education, as well as special ed, master's of degree in education administration. I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization called Another Level Learning, where we service children here in Atlanta living in underserved communities. We were able to service them up until COVID 3 years ago. And we would go to Adams Park Library. So if anybody is familiar with the Georgia area, I service the children over there at the Adams Park Library. Every single year around Christmas time, we give over 300 toys. I actually adopt a school during that time. So we give the toys out at a particular elementary school of our choice for that year. But again, throughout the beginning of the school year, we do free tutoring, and we help them, increase their literacy skills as well as mathematics. I also, our nonprofit organization, was a recipient of the No Child Left Behind, $1 million grant when the President Barack Obama was in office. So I was able to serve hundreds and hundreds of children in Illinois, in the state of Illinois, while I was living here in Atlanta. I would fly back and forth, hire people to give services to the children, and do invoices, yes, through my nonprofit organization. So when I talk about leveraging other people's money, baby, I'm talking about government grants, lenders, banks, etc. Okay. CEO of They Say LLC. This company of mine has been an establishment since 2008. I also recently opened up my Assets LLC in 2021. I also own digital real estate, and I arbitrage it through Metaverse, as well as through Airbnb and other platforms where many of you may go and, get your vacation rentals, as well as, Airbnb down here. Let's see if we can move this bad boy out the way. All right. So these are some accomplishments that I've been able to do personally and help others do as well, because I'm currently working with 2 individuals who are interested in getting corporate units where you can have traveling nurses, rappers, music industry people, as they're coming in and out of whatever particular state you desire to do rental arbitrage. Then I'll be able to show you how to do that and set that up with your LLC, guys. Absolutely, right? You don't have to use your name on all of your business documents. If you have a business, let's start using and leveraging the name of your LLC, the name of your S Corp. All right. And I'm going to show you how to do just that. So these are some of the sites. Our most recent site right here is which is the link that you were able to use to even sign up for this course. BlessMyVision.com. How many of you want God to bless your vision? Hello? Ask God to blessyourvision.com. I like that name. We're going to move this right back down again. If anyone knows how to totally remove this toolbar, please let me know. This thing is a nuisance. But yes, let's talk about passive income. I'm big on showing results. In order for you to even receive anything that I'm going to teach on tonight, you have to see the results. You want to see, hey, how do I know that what you're telling me is real? Well, we're going to talk about the numbers. I'm going to show you the proof. The proof is in a pudding. So I told you I was able to list one of my corporate units. Write that down. A corporate unit. Okay. I don't just say Airbnb, because I was not only on Airbnb, I was on Vrbo. I was on Expedia. Okay. I didn't do what is it? Travelocity? Is Travelocity still around? But I didn't do that platform. But when you have investment properties, you're able to leverage the internet and make internet money. Write down the word internet money. As you build business credit, you're able to leverage the internet. Major platforms that have been around, that are well trusted for years. Everybody's heard of Expedia, right? Expedia. I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied over here. Everybody's heard of Airbnb. Everybody's heard of Vrbo, vacation homes. Everybody's heard of Turo, right? When you set yourself up with your LLCs correctly, these individual platforms will allow you access. All right. And so I was able to have access to the Airbnb platform. Here it is. Our overall rating was a 4.7. We didn't get a 5 points overall because somebody got mad about something. I can't even remember what it was. Maybe the internet didn't move fast enough for them. And it could have just been the data on their phone, right? But overall, 4.7 is absolutely good. So we did very good. As you can see, just a short stay from April the 28th to May 1st. That was just a few days. We were able to make $452 just in like 3 days, right? For somebody staying at our property. Then this was another day from the 5th through the 8th, whatever that is down there, made $462. Talk about passive income. Being able to go to the various high-rise buildings in the state that you live in and get access and list your investment properties with these different companies and with these high-rises, with these apartments on Zillow. How many of you ever heard of Zillow? A lot of people put their homes for sale on Zillow, but you're able, when you have a corporate unit, when you have a business, an LLC, those of you who want to go into the realm of real estate, when I say digital real estate, I'm able to capitalize off of digital real estate because these are homes and properties that I don't own. However, the landlord or the owner allows me to lease it from them and put it on these platforms and make money if people rent it from me on those platforms. Hello? So I'm able to show you how to do just that. But you got to have business credit. You have to have your business structure in order. And so that's what I help you do to, create another stream of passive income. This was just advertisement flyer that we made, currently renting out for $2,500. If I decided that, I got tired of flipping the home and sending cleaners over there to clean it up after every stay, I was able to also rent it out. And so for 2 months, one of the gentlemen, he came in from LA. He was a seamstress, custom. He did costumes and so forth for Tyler Perry. So while he was here before the movie strike, before the theater and the industry strike happened, which recently just, they made a deal and I'm so happy for them. So he'll probably be coming back to Atlanta to work with Tyler Perry Studios. But, when he was there, he was paying me $2,500 a month to live in my 1-bedroom apartment, y'all, that I didn't even own. Hello? Didn't even have the deed to. How many of you are interested in passive income, right? So when you are building your business structure, you may be building it in the beginning for one thing and just think, oh, I'm just going to have a hair salon, or I'm just going to, have a bakery company, or I'm going to, you may be a pastor, you may be a founder of a nonprofit as well. You guys are building your babies from scratch, but later on, it can open up so many doors to other streams of income and passive income. So I'm just showing y'all results still. We're talking about results. We're giving people time to still hop on this line because we have 37 people to RSVP. So I just want to keep showing y'all receipts. Say receipts. Somebody type in receipts in the chat. Come on. Interact. Let's interact. We see we got some bosses on here. How many of you like receipts? How many of you like results? Is it okay? Did I show you the results? Because I don't want you to think I'm all fluff. None of that. Everything is real results over here. So I enjoy showing people how we're able to do this. Not only am I going to show you what we're doing, how we did it as well, okay? And all those secrets as well, those credit hacks are right here in my book. By the way, this is my newest baby for those who just came. This is the ABCs of building business credit. And I talk about how I was able to do 100,000, get funded for 100,000 in 90 days. So this is fresh out of the box. I stood at the door when I saw the UPS man pull up, right? He pulled up on me. Say, pull up on me, right? I was so excited. I have 150 books that just came in. And you guys make sure you get your copy, because although this session is just less, it's going to be an hour session, you're not going to be able to absolutely get all the details that you need to take your business to the next level. That's why you got to get you the right coach. You have to get you the right mentor. You got to get you somebody with proven results. Looking at this slide right here, proven results. I'm going to show you how to leverage OPM, other people's money. So I just showed you the investment property that we had. Guess what? Sam's Club. This is the Sam's Club MasterCard. We also have the Sam's Club regular store card. We was able to take that Sam's Club card, got approved for $8,000 with no documentation. Everybody write the word down, no doc. I'm gonna write it down myself, because on this call, in this book, you're gonna learn how to apply for funding and get approved with various vendors and lenders without showing documentation. What do I mean by documentation? Excuse me, no docs. They did not ask me for proof that I have an EIN number. They didn't ask me for my state license. They did not ask me for my last 2 years of my tax records for my company. A lot of lenders ask you for that, okay? You have to show a ton of documentation in order for them to lend you $1. But here it is, we were able to walk into Sam's Club and get approved the same day for a Sam's Club store card. That's different from the MasterCard that you're looking at here. We got approved for the store card, and I showed 2 other people how to do this play. A week later, after I did it, I was like so excited. I said, oh my God, I got to tell you this play. Go do this, fill this out on the application, but make sure when you get to this part, fill out X, Y, and Z, right? Everything was legit, everything. All the details are important as well. When you're filling out applications for these store cards, for these trade lines, when you're building relationship with vendors and so forth, which is what we're going to talk about momentarily, you have to make sure that you fill out the information as it relates to your business name, your EIN number, your website. All that has to be the same on every single document. If you start switching it up, if you said you live on Lichen Trail or Lichen Trace or Lichen Avenue, that can cost you funding, okay? A lot of us get denied funding because we don't know how to properly fill out these applications. And so I'm so excited that you guys are on today, because I'm going to show you how to fill out the applications properly and so that you can get this funding, okay? Can you guys see my screen? Hopefully you can see my screen. And can you see me somewhere in a corner talking? Because I don't know how I got this set up for the speaker. All right. Hopefully you guys can see me as well as the screen. Yes. All right, cool beans. So this is one of the credit cards that we were able to get. Now, when you go to Sam's Club, so for those of you who have your LLC, you're active, you are always filling out the forms annually with your state, you're active. If we were to go to the state of Virginia, the state of New York, and so forth to see if you're currently active, if that is you in your business, you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's, you can literally go tomorrow, right? And you can get funded and approved for a Sam's store card. But get some more details. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. Here's Home Depot. We got approved for $4,000 for Home Depot, okay? Now, this one was not as easy the first go round. You have to wait a little bit. You got to build your tier ones. We're going to talk about what a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 is, okay? As you're building business credit, there's tiers to this. You know how they say there's levels to this? Well, there's tiers to this. We have 3 tiers. And I show you in my business courses as well as in the book. I break down the different tiers. Actually, let's go to the book right now. No, I don't want to mess that book up. This is my book right here. This is the book I write it. All right. So we talk about the different tiers. Let's go to chapter 37. Chapter 37, building a strong foundation with net 30s and net 60s, right? I talk about what net 30s and net 60s are, okay? You have to start, as you're building business credit, first of all, I'm going to teach you the 8 steps to building business credit. Let me go back. Let me rewind just a little bit. If you look right here on my table of contents, I hope y'all got y'all book, the ones who are on here. You know, when I released the website, blessmyvision.com, I told you guys, you're going to need the blueprint. Now, this free course tonight, I'm going to rev you up. I'm going to warm you up. But you know, if you got the ingredients, you need to know how to mix them ingredients. It's just like baking a cake. If you put the egg in first before the baking soda and the sugar and stuff, it's a certain way to make a pound cake. It's a certain way to do certain things. So you're going to need all the ingredients as well as the mixture and the step-by-step what you need to do next, okay? So in chapter 1, I talk about personal credit versus business credit. Chapter 2, this is where we start doing the work, okay? I break down the 8 steps to building business credit. very applicable. Okay. I'm going to hold your hand and show you and tell you exactly what you need to do. Now, those of you who already have your LLC set up and so forth, good for you, but you're still going to want to read chapter 2 because some of us have it set up. But when we go to the 3 different bureaus, right, on Experian and TransUnion and the other ones, sometimes when we pull up your business name, it's coming up with different information. You didn't even change your address from when you moved 5 years ago. So on your Experian report, you still have the address where you was on bail for. But 5 years ago, 5 years forward, now you're on Tolope Avenue. If you didn't contact all 3 bureaus, then your information is incorrect. So when you go apply at Sam's Club, when you go apply at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever kind of project you need to fund, a lot of us need to do some renovations at home or in our office. Those of you who work from home like I do, when I need to do renovations on my office, guess what? I'm not using my personal credit card like I used to. I'm using Home Depot. I'm using my Lowe's card that's in my business name. Why? Because this is a business expense. When I repaint, when I have somebody come in and finish my basement, that's about to be another corporate unit. Okay. What do I mean corporate unit for those who are late? Airbnb. When I start renting it out to Airbnb, when I start putting it on Travelocity, when I start putting it, on Priceline.com, so people can rent out the downstairs for housing. I'm going to use those Lowe's cards, the Home Depot cards. I'm going to use my Sam's Club card to furnish the place. That's how I was able to furnish the Airbnb that you guys saw. When I showed you the video, the pictures just a few slides ahead, guess what? I didn't use my money. You have to understand there's a difference between good credit and bad credit. Chapter 1, I talk about the difference between personal credit and business credit. Guys, no longer should you be using your personal funds and exhausting your bank accounts that you have for your bills and to pay your mortgage and your car notes. You don't need to be doing that. So that's why you need to understand the power of learning business credit and how to use it, okay? So we dive into that in chapter 2. I told you we talk about the 8 steps of building business credit, and then we talk about the NAICS code, chapter 3, okay? The NAICS code, NAICS. That is so important. When you first signed up, and if you did not do it, or some of you need to go back and ask for a revision. Some of you, let me tell you, for example, my one company where we do the digital real estate, corporate units, Airbnb rental, okay? Renting out a property, okay? I did not put down that I was a real estate company. You don't want to do that unless you're willing to pay the cost and pay extra, right? And get more denials. You have to learn how to dive down deeper within those NAICS codes. Write it down, NAICS. You have to understand what a NAICS code is. Most of you had to fill that out when you applied for your business license. You have to fall under a category. There's over 1,000 NAICS codes, and every business owner, every institution, every corporation, right? We fall under a NAICS code. Now, if you didn't pick one, you really out of compliance, okay? But you never, if you're in real estate, you never just want to put the NAICS code to just say real estate because you'll get denied a lot of access. That's considered high-risk industry. Some of us are operating in high-risk industries, depending on how the economy is doing. Right now, a lot of people are not interested in buying a home because the rates are too high. The interest rates are at an all-time high. If you understand how to build business credit, if you understood the details and the intricacies of NAICS codes, you would set your business up properly to avoid being high risk. This is where I'm talking about. When you get the blueprint, you are able to save on the bumps and bruises that other entrepreneurs had. And we had to pay. We had to pay the cost for putting down the wrong NAICS code, okay? You can get denied funding from banks, from lenders, even from what you're looking at, the trade lines, the credit cards that we have here. You can get denied depending on how risky they consider your industry, okay? So you see the American Express card. Hello. That's everybody's goal, to get the black card, the platinum, the gold, and all of that in the scale. And so we show you how to do that just by simply having the blueprint. coming on, with myself as well as my team. We're currently working on a full curriculum, videos, a ton of videos where we're going to be breaking down each chapter that's in my book. Not only does the book already break it down, but we're going to be giving you visuals to go along with it. In the videos in my that you'll have access to, for those of you who decide to join the private community, you're going to get details on which websites to go to, exactly how to pull up the NAC codes, right? I have a whole, you can call it the Bible of NACs. Okay, the Bible of NAC codes, so that you can narrow down exactly how to go around, just picking a high risk one and pick one that is easily, small business friendly. Okay, I'll say it that way. So let's talk about how many of you will be interested in creating passive income with your current business. How many of you would be interested? I know you probably opened up a t-shirt shop and you just thought you were going to sell t-shirts. Some of you may have accessories, jewelry. Some of you may have a tire shop. You're selling tires or auto parts. Some of you may do hair and so forth. But did you know that that one window of opportunity can open up so many more if you had access to other funding, right? If I could show you how to use other people's money, would you be interested? Some of you would be interested maybe in, expanding your business by getting in a trucking business. Some of you may be making good money with your one stream of income to where you don't mind investing and say, hey, I wouldn't mind making an extra 7 figures over in the trucking company. You don't have to be a trucker. You don't have to drive the trucks to invest in it. But this is what some of us are able to do as we build business credit. Toro business. How many of you ever opened or got approved for vehicles or a fleet of vehicles just by using your business credit? Hello? Anybody? That's what you're able to do with business credit. We show you how to go right into the Benz dealership, BMW, Lexus, not give your social security number at all, but give them your EIN. Your EIN is your identity, your personality. That's a whole person in the business realm. How many of you would love to get everything out of your personal social security number? Some of us can't get anything because our parents or grandparents or Auntie Pookie already used our social security number when we was babies. They already made sure that you had bad credit. You weren't able to get nothing when you turned 18. Why? Because they was using your social security number at an early age, right? Well, I'm going to show you how to not use and avoid using your social security number, avoid using your own personal funds by using other people's money, by using and leveraging your LLC, your S Corp, your corporation. We're going to use our EIN numbers, okay? You also have the opportunity to do real estate, Airbnb, and so much more once you learn what business credit is and how to use it. Now, there's a difference between bad credit and good credit, right? Bad credit and good credit. What do you guys think bad credit is? What's bad credit? I'm going to look at the chat. Talk back to me. Let me give me some water. What is bad credit? 2 to 3 words. Anybody? What's bad credit? What you say? Somebody said cars. Type it in the chat. If you just tap your screen, it's a bubble down there. You can type right in the chat. Cars. I wouldn't necessarily say cars are bad credit, right? Let's think about it like this. Growing up, if you went to college or as soon as you was about to turn 18 and you went away from home or what have you, going to college, they like to come and they recruit. A lot of the MasterCards, the different vendors, they came on campus because they knew you were just fresh out of high school. You needed money for the dorm. You needed money for living, by yourself. Some of us had our own apartment when we should have really been living in the dorms and using that financial aid. But we wanted to be grown, so we signed up for credit cards and all that. And most of our parents and grandparents, I'm sure yours have done it because mine did. They said, don't get into debt now. They're going to come and start offering you a bunch of credit cards. Be careful, especially don't spend what you can't afford, right? So a lot of times we grew up afraid of accepting offers and credit cards. But what happened is, if you understand what credit is for and that it's them lending you money for a certain period of time, and then you have to be responsible enough to pay it back, you can do well. But a lot of us didn't understand what that lending process meant. And so we end up having bad credit because we didn't keep up our end of the bargain. We didn't stick to the terms, right? And so we end up getting these low scores. We're in our 500s, you're in the 600s, and your score is low. And so now you're using business credit and personal credit, getting your credit fixed, credit repair, everything. That's everywhere across social media, right? I'm not the one to say I'm gonna help you fix your personal credit. No, because my credit was A1, so I didn't have that issue. So I never really researched personal credit. However, I'm very knowledgeable about it. But what I do is I help you once you get to a certain level with your personal credit, I show you how to start building business credit. Actually, you can have poor personal credit right now, bad credit, and I can still show you how to get in good standing and start building business credit so that you can start having access to good credit. What is good credit? Good credit is when you have access from a lender of larger amounts of funding. They're lending you this for a period of time as long as you agree to pay it back. And once they start seeing that you have a good understanding of this relationship and you're keeping up your end, we're going to keep up our end. So guess what? 3 months later, here, we're sending you an offer via email. Apply for more. Guess what? Because you did what you said you were going to do, you use the money for whatever it is. I'm not even in your business. The lenders don't be in your business. If they see that you are keeping up your part and your end of the stick, then they're going to be willing to give you more. That's good credit. Wealthy people, they stick to what it is they agreed to, right? They take on the credit, they use it, and they invest in other projects that will yield them another stream of income. So that's why I showed you the picture. I need you to see the visualization of other streams and other ways of getting funding. Some of us are so focused, and there's nothing wrong with it. You're focused on your baby and your current business that you closed out other ways to make that revenue, that income that you're making from that business. You've closed out the opportunity for it to grow. So you continue to keep working for that dollar. Oh my God, I got to put some more ads up. You're selling t-shirts, you're selling hair products, you're selling this, you're selling, Bibles or what have you. You're doing parties. I got a friend here. I went to support him. They had crab legs and karaoke. That was his first night yesterday. It wasn't a big turnout, but it was his first night. Guess what? I had to support him because I knew what it was like starting from the beginning. We got to support each other, right? But I'm so happy that he didn't stop there. He's been doing parties and cabarets every year. Now he lives here. He goes back to Detroit. He has the biggest event there for the summer, Chucks versus Adidas. Okay. He was a barber behind a chair, but because he knew people and people in his chair always wanted to know where the hangout spot is, he became that. He created another business outside of him being a barber. He created another business. Now he's real big, throwing parties here in Atlanta as well as Detroit. And he's relocated down here to the South, right? And so what I'm talking about is taking good credit, getting access to it, keeping up your end of the bargain, right? And the company approves you for more. Now they went from giving you $3,000 on your credit card to now your credit limit is $10,000. You still keeping up your end of the stick. You're not even using the whole $10,000, right? Just because, you may have Black Friday, for instance. Black Friday is coming up and around Thanksgiving, right? How many of you have enough money to buy inventory? You want to make sure you don't run out of inventory. But at the same time, you don't want to exhaust your personal funding. You don't want to exhaust and go into your personal funds. That's the other thing. When you're doing business as a professional, you have to realize you have to keep the two financials separate, right? You should not be dipping and dabbing in the personal or in the business funds for personal things. Keep the two separate. That's what will help you in the long run when you go and apply for funding. So I'm not going to stay too long on bad credit and good credit, but definitely want to let you know that good credit is what wealthy people use. This is how they go out and they build, construction sites and get apartment buildings and all of that, because they first started with building credit with the $3,000 card. They kept their end up and they made their payments early, not just on time. They made them early. Guess where I talk about that at? In my book. I tell you exactly when to make payments, your installment payments to the creditors, to the lenders. It's a trick to it. So when I talk about credit hacks, guys, I literally give you credit hacks that nobody is sharing with you. What is business credit? It's one of the most powerful tools available to business owners. This type of credit helps lenders to better access the credit worthiness of business and offers business owners access to additional capital. This is capital we're talking about. Business credit is essentially a form of credit provided to a business or individual based on a business financial reputation. A lot of us don't even have a financial reputation. My financial reputation is none, zero. I don't have any credit, right? And so that's why it's important for you to make sure that you know exactly what you need. And that's in my 8-step chapter 2. Okay. In chapter 2, I'll just tell you just a few of them there. It talks about creating your entity, helping you decide which type of entity you are, obtaining an address, business address, branding. Okay. And let's go back to business address. Some of us are using our personal addresses, right? Let me tell you something. When you're going for the American Express, when you're going for the, the big trade lines and the commercial accounts, they'll literally go in on Google and look up your address. It shows where they can zoom in, the little binoculars to pop up. They're looking to see if it's a physical building. They frown their faces when it's a UPS store. That lets them know, oh, this is a business owner who just rented out a little box. Do I want to do business with a person who can't afford an office? Or do I want to do business with a person, who's just paying UPS for theirs? There are other virtual offices that make you look way more professional, at the same time help you build business funding, okay? I want you guys to start. Nothing wrong if you have a home office. Many of us have gotten approved for funding, including myself, using my business office address at my home, okay? But you want to veer away from that, because when people start looking up your business, even your customers and clients, they can look you up and see where you at. And your home address is going to come up. So you want to protect yourself. You want to protect your families, right? So I talk about finding a virtual address. They have companies that literally have virtual stations, and you can have an address at that virtual station on that website, your own address, right? So when the different vendor go and look it up, they're going to see a building, a nice building with different offices in it, okay? And so your office would be in that virtual office. It's a real location, okay? You can actually go to this virtual office if you're in that state. If you pick one that's right in your state, you can actually go there and get mail and have mail sent there too, okay? But a lot of people, business owners, small business owners, we use that for protection. One, because we want to make sure if you ever get sued or anything, nobody pull up on you at your house because you got your home address. All right. So let's be safe. Play it safe out there. But I talk about that in my book in chapter 2. So that's a free nugget. Didn't get the book yet. That's a free nugget. This stuff is important. Is it helping you? Let me know. Type in 111 if any of this is helping you. Not enough credit, low credit scores. Yes, bad credit is not even having credit. You got bad credit if you have no credit. Late payments, absolutely, is bad credit as well. All right, so this is helping you guys. I'm glad. So I talk about the different virtual offices that's available to you. And one of the good things I like about the virtual offices, some of them even report to the credit bureaus. So if you're going to pay anyway to have a virtual address to protect you and your business, to make sure you look 100% professional, guess what? It got to be a win-win for me as well. If you're going to report that I'm paying for this virtual office, if they're reporting to the 3 credit bureaus, that makes you look good. That increases your business score. Hello? That's a credit hack, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. I gave you that, and you ain't even got the book yet, okay? And the third one out of those 8 steps and strategies for building business credit, I talk about registering your business, okay? Then I talk about generating employer EIN number. Many of you know about that. That's the easy part, right? Obtain a business phone number. That's important. Getting a business phone number is important, okay? I wouldn't necessarily say get a Google number either, because again, when these different trade lines and these big companies, American Express, Discover, MasterCard, and so forth, they will do a search on your business number. And if they see, oh, this is registered to Tommy Hicks, Okay, no, that's not a real business. Okay. I know it may sound petty, but we got Verizon. They're giving you 10 phones at a time. If y'all go in there right now, Verizon is very friendly with giving us phones with our LLC. But you have to have tier 1 and tier 2 knocked out. Okay. Those of you who just joined, tier 1 and tier 2, these are levels in which you're building business credit. When I show you how to build tier 1 and tier 2, I'll give you the green light and say you good to go. Go into definitely Verizon. AT&T, I'm not sure how many people I know in my other group of business owners and CEOs that say AT&T are really generous about giving out phones. I think they make you PG it, personal guarantor it, where you're backing it up kind of like as a co-signer. But I know for sure Verizon will give you up to 10 phones just using your EIN number alone. Now, don't y'all go in there tomorrow. I don't care if your business has been open 2 years and you had this LLC. That doesn't mean anything. You have to literally have a record, okay? So when they pull your EIN number, they need to see some history that you have accomplished and have some terms that you have fulfilled, net 30s, okay? Accounts, net 30 accounts and vendors that I'll talk about a little bit later. And so I talk about that in my book as well. You definitely need a website, even if it's a one-pager. You can go to GoDaddy, get you a business name for $9.99 for the year, right? And you can go to Wix. I'm giving you free game right now. Go to Wix. You can set up a whole free website for your business. Do a one-pager. Don't not have it. These lenders, when you apply for funding, they are going to want to see that you're a real business. They're going to ask you, do you have a social media site? This stuff is on an application. Okay. So I want to put you in position to where you never get denied funding. This is how I was able to do 100,000 in funding in 90 days. Okay. All right. So benefits of business credit. Having a strong business credit score will give you access to better loan rates on homes, on commercial buildings, on cars. If you go out there and use your EIN to get a fleet of cars, to get a fleet of trucks, as long as you got established business credit, it'll give you access to lower interest rates, okay, than the average person who just came in there and they did not build their tier 1, 2, and 3 correctly, okay? So the ability to negotiate better terms and finances on autos and credit cards, okay? A great credit score also builds confidence that the lenders who are giving you the money, okay, that the lenders have in your operation and makes it easier for them to invest in your company. They like, look, oh, they got their business together. They're looking at your portfolio, not physically, sheet of paper. They're not looking at physically a piece of paper, but they pulling you up on Experian. They pulling you up on LexisNexis. If you don't know what LexisNexis is, hello, there are other bureaus that they're pulling you up on. Guess what? In chapter 2, I talk about a Dun & Brad number. You need a Dun & Brad number along with your EIN number. All of these things you need to dot your I's and cross your T's, okay? Business bank account, you need that. Then I give you the different banks that are pretty friendly with small businesses, okay? So one of them in chapter 2, I say a business bank account. A separate business bank account might help lenders consider your company more legitimate, okay? The cash flow in and out of the company's bank account is regularly used to gauge its health. A business bank account can also help you separate your business and personal finances, reducing accounting difficulties and challenges during tax season, okay? That's important. If you got your business account set up right properly, when it comes time to print out your statements at the end of the year, when it comes time to file your taxes in April, okay, all you got to do is take it and drop it on the CPA's desk and let your accountant do the paperwork so that you can get those write-offs. You got to dot your I's and cross your T's. And so I talk about that. Opening up an account at a bank you're already a member of. Building that relationship. If you are already at a bank, and you have personal accounts there, the best accounts are to have is with credit unions as well. So not only am I with Wells Fargo, they kind of suck when it comes to business, although they're good to me. But I have found in my years of doing business, I found that Chase is more friendly with our LLCs. Truist Bank are definitely more friendly when it comes to funding and approving us for those lines of credit and those credit cards. So I gave you some more free nuggets. Hello, am I helping you? Let me know. Type 222 if you're picking up what I'm dropping down. 222. Are you picking up what I'm dropping down? I told y'all to make sure you have your notebooks with you, okay? Because some of us probably would have went out after you heard some of the nuggets that I dropped. You probably would have went out and applied first thing to Wells Fargo and got denied. And you'll be like, well, dang, that didn't work. What happened? What she do different? So I'm telling you all the secrets in my blueprint, okay? And some of them are secrets if you've been in business for a while and you've been studying the industry. But one thing I like, one thing I like is, I'm not selfish with this information. That's what really compelled me to share. One, me being a teacher, that tells you my heart already. I love helping people. Now I just educate outside of the classroom. But had I had a coach, when I was doing business for myself and by myself, I would have gotten a lot further and made a lot more millions than I am right now. Okay. And so that's why I'm passionate about, being an entrepreneur. I always love the fact that I have time freedom, and I want you guys to experience that. We multitask. You should not just have one empire. If you're brilliant enough to start that idea, to start that business, you're brilliant enough and you deserve multiple businesses. You don't have to stop at one. I believe in having a Fortune 500 company. How are you going to do that? As long as you know the legalities and you just do it right the first time, there is a world of opportunities and funding available to us. All right. So benefits of business funding. I think I went over that. You can screenshot that as well. So I was telling you in chapter 2, I also tell you these recommendations are if you live in the United States. There are online banks that companies use as well, including, and I tell you some different banks that are very friendly when it comes to funding, especially best for startups. Novo, Novo. Anybody needs startup money? Novo, look into that, okay? I ain't gonna tell you the rest of them because you got to get the book. So I list them for you. You need a PAYDEX score. Everybody write the word PAYDEX. PAYDEX, PADEX. That is the score you are building when it comes to building business credit. A PAYDEX score. Okay? This triangle right here, I talk about a PAYDEX score. That is what a lot of lenders are looking for when they pull you up. When they pull up Dun & Bradstreet, Dun & Brad is the entity that reports and come up with your PAYDEX score. PAYDEX, PAYDEX. Okay, so that's important. And I break that down on how you get a PAYDEX score. I even have a chart, all that good stuff. So make sure you get the book. The book you can order right now on www.blessmyvision.com. Chapter 3, understanding NAICS codes. I told you this is going to be the pivotal part, okay? This is very, very important so that you're not considered high risk as an institution, as a business. If you want to get funded properly, you got to make sure that you're not using a code that has you down as high risk. Chapter 4, funding and credit. We get more into it. Chapter 5, implementing a 90-day business credit strategy. We're going to knock this out. Those of you who decide to work with me, it is important that you get started now because it is October 5th. If you want to get funded and get set up swiftly before the year is out, before 2024, you need to make sure you move quickly, okay? I have several packages in which you can start and have access and where I hold your hand as well. Chapter 6, building a strong foundation with net 30s and net 60s. So looking at the screen, it says how to build business credit 101. I'm already past this. I didn't give y'all all this information. Why you need the ebook. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing right here at this point. Pretty much. Like, listen, all of the details, all the blueprint is right here in the book. Hello? Oh, Lord. Oh, okay. I thought I lost y'all. All right. So chapter 6, building a strong foundation with net 30s and net 60s. I break down on page 39. This is the cheat sheet. Net 30 vendors that report to credit bureaus. As of 2021, I literally give you the game. These are the vendors that you need to apply to when it comes to building business credit. Remember, I told you, you got to build tier 1 and tier 2. You have to build tier 1 and tier 2. I tell you literally the links, the websites, and everything there is to know. Y'all want me to give y'all one tonight? Uline. Those of you who need to start building business credit. Y'all, my mouth is dry. All this talk. I've been going live all week long. This is my book launch. So bear with me as I get some of this water, but I mean, I can't stop sharing this information. But uline.com, y'all write it down. Uline is so nice. Their prices is pretty good. And what I like about some of these companies, consider using Uline because they report to the credit bureaus your payments every 30 days. They will give you an account. All you got to do is call and say, hi, I would like to open up a line of credit and do business with you guys so I can order products for my company. They're going to say, okay, what's the name of your company? Okay, and what's the owner? Who's the owner? You give them all that information, right? Make sure you give them the right address, whatever you have registered with the state, because they may look it up, okay? And they're going to tell you what you're approved for. Now, it may be a low amount in the beginning. Some of us, it may just be $500. But guess what? That's funding. That's some money that you can use for your business this next 30 days that you wouldn't have to take from your personal account like you've been doing, okay? So with Uline, they have like toilet tissue, stuff that you buying anyway for the house. Instead of going to Target, instead of going to Walmart and in the grocery store, guess what? Start building business credit. And even if you're getting personal items, now don't y'all say, I said this, but this is some of the credit hacks where you're building your business credit, but at the same time, because, hey, they got everything that you need for the house anyway, I'm going to order some merchandise for the house as well as for my business, okay? So you order those items, and if they give you a net 30, that means that I'm giving you these items with the intentions and a guarantee, hopefully, that you're going to pay us back in 30 days. As long as you're paying them back, when they send you that invoice, it's up to you to pay them back before that invoice next day, okay? But again, you don't want to wait till the last minute. In the book, I tell you how many days exactly you need to pay that invoice early. But you definitely, I'm going to tell y'all this is another freebie. I hate when I give all the freebies out because then you ain't going to want to get the book. But I know y'all smart enough. You definitely going to get the book because it's so much that I'm not telling you, okay? I only got, what? Oh, no, I'm over time. Y'all, it's 9:07. This is supposed to be over at 9 o'clock. Okay, yeah. This is a whole nother course that I'm going into. I'm going to tell y'all this part. In the book, it tells you what day, how many days early to pay off your invoice, okay? That'll help you increase your score every single month, okay? But I will tell you, don't pay it too soon either, okay? Don't pay it too soon. Let's say you order something from Uline today, which is the 5th, and you pay it back on the 10th. Just because you like, oh, you're so excited to build this business credit. I'm about to do this right. You know what? She said to pay early, but you didn't read the whole book yet. So you're going to pay it 10 days later, 5 days later after you just ordered. They ain't even ship you the dang on tissue yet, but you paying it back early because you're so excited. Reading is fundamental, okay? If you pay too early on some of your bills or when it comes to business credit, it is considered cash, and that does not work in your favor, okay? It doesn't hurt you, but who want to waste a whole 30 days that could have been reported on with the bureau, right? So that you can get a good payback score. Who want to waste that and have to wait 30 days after that? So that's like 60 days before you get any reporting with the Dun & Bradstreet, with NAV and so many others. NAV, that's another company that you definitely want to sign up with, but everything is here, y'all. I can't believe that it is 9:09. I've been on an hour. I did wait maybe 10 minutes to start, but like, I love doing what I do. I can go deeper, y'all. I give you tier 1. So let me tell you this. As you're building business credit, I tell you exactly how many accounts you need to secure in tier 1. And then I tell you exactly how many you need to secure in tier 2. Tier 3, after you did tier 1, 2, and 3, baby, we can go back to back. We can apply. I show you how to apply for American Express and get 3 of the American Express cards off of one application. Hello, in your business name. Hello, let me get what my cards at. Let me show y'all some of the cards. Oh, I showed y'all some of the screenshots in the presentation. Does this excite you guys? How many of you are liking what you're hearing? Let me know. 777. Somebody said so good. Elaine, hi. Thank you for joining us. Yes, 777. Y'all, I promise you, it's enough money out here for all of us. You just got to know where it's at and how to access it. Okay. I am going to help you build a credit-worthy portfolio where they're going to be giving money away. I get this a whole list. I got 3 pages on telling you how to build tier 1, 2, and 3. And then I give you some lines to put your notes. So as soon as you start securing them, okay? I keep getting a ton of texts. Let's see if it's any of y'all. Okay, this the family. They so excited. Chapter 7, side hustles and ventures, okay, to make passive income. I give you a list of 7 other companies that you can build once you start building tier 1 and 2. Just 7 other easy stream of incomes that I show you how to do as well. Chapter 8, it's on trust, credibility, and effective risk management. Okay. When I talked about you keeping up your end of the stick, your bargain, right? Sticking to the terms. Trust and credibility is so important. As you build these relationships, it's important that you put on a nice suit, you know, even if this is a bank you've been at 10 years. When you're ready to really do business and you want to go in there and ask for funding, you have to look presentable. You have to look to par. You have to let them know that you've been doing this for a while, right? Why should I give you the, 30,000? Why should I give you 100,000? Make sure you know exactly what it is that you are asking for as well. Those of you who sign up and go all in, I'll give you a template to create your business plan as well. But you know what, guys, all the funding that I've showed you and that I didn't show you thus far that we were able to get with my company in less than 2 years, I did not even show a business plan. Some of them I never had to show documentation. Okay. All right. And so I'm super excited that you guys joined us. Let me go ahead and get right to it. Let me share my screen because some of you are ready and you're like, okay, what do I need to next? What do I need to do next? Tell me what type of packages you have. And I'm glad you're asking. So let me show you that. On my screen, it's kind of slow. I don't know what you guys are seeing. So stay right there. Stay to the end. Stay to the end. I also have a link for you guys. I have a workbook that is on sale just for you guys for being on for $2.99. $2.99. This workbook came after I made the after I wrote the actual book. Oh, this is the end of the slide. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. I'm so excited. I said, you know what? That's the teacher in me. I need to know that you comprehended the lesson, right? So I created a whole workbook, 30 pages, that you guys can use to gauge your understanding of building business credit. I don't know why I can't see this. Hold on one second. End of slide. Okay, here we go. Let me close this out. I'm going to give y'all the link. Thank you guys for staying to the end. See, it's perks when you stay. I'm about to copy this link and drop it in the chat so you guys can run. You need to run and get this ebook, your e-workbook, while it's available. I'm going to do the hard copy as well, but you can just print this out if you want. You can go to Staples, send it to Staples and print it out. But I need you guys to get this ebook tonight. It's only on sale tonight. It will deliver to you. You can pre-order it. I called Amazon right before I got on this line because I did this like literally 2 nights ago. I said, you know what? I want them to be able to have something to, fill in. I need to make sure that they're understanding as they go through the process, especially those who decide to work with me and you want me to coach you the whole way and help you do absolutely everything. If you get the ultimate package, I need you guys to have this application workbook. Okay. So I'm copying it so I can paste it into the chat. My computer is moving slow. I hope y'all enjoying this. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see, some of your testimonials just from being on this session, just from you utilizing the blueprint that I'm giving you guys, just from taking the workbook and really taking your business to the next level. I want to see you guys have a testimony like so many others have had, and you'll see that in some of my courses, my pre-recorded courses that are on the inside of my community. All right, I'm dropping it in the chat now. My computer is doing a bunch of strange things. By the way, I'm giving away a free laptop. So those of you who bought the book, who buys the book before 10/10, the actual release date on Amazon, this book will release on 10/10, okay? 10/10 at 10 o'clock p.m., I'm going live on all streams, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, because other individuals from other states have purchased their book. Everybody's name is going on the Wheel of Fortune thing. We're going to spin the wheel live, and the winner will win a laptop. That's how serious I am. I want to help you really take your business serious, go to the next level. I really want you guys to do very well, but I want to sow a seed. And I'm giving you a brand new laptop, y'all. I'm not able to post it just yet. Y'all wait for the link. My computer is doing something slow. I need to be opening that laptop for myself. Any questions? Do we have any questions? You can type it in the chat too, as soon as I can see the chat. Lord, what is this thing doing? Let me turn off my camera. I may have to move my location. Y'all don't need to see me right now. I really need to get y'all this link so that y'all can go and purchase this $2.99 workbook that's going to go up to $12.99. So you're getting more than 80% off tonight. You have to get it tonight. This is pre-order, available for pre-order right now. Y'all, I am not able to get this. Come on, Jesus. The devil is a lie. Move this screen out the way. I must have too much stuff running. Y'all stay right there. You can unmute if you have a question. Go ahead, because I can't see the chat box right now. I have this big, huge screen that's up. But for those of you who don't want to wait for me to put the link in, go on your phone right now. Go to Amazon.com. Go to the search box, and I need you to type in the title. Application Workbook, the ABCs of Building Business Credit, and push enter. I want you to find this book right now because it's only on sale tonight. Tell your friends, tell your cousins. This book will bless your life because it's going to help you as you are building business credit. It is $2.99, y'all. Hello? Only $2.99. Now, where can you buy a dang on guide and a study guide at that for $2.99? I don't know. Not here. Typically, not when we're talking about building business credit.
Oh, so you think Clint is the hardest because the K and the T?
Unmute if you have a question, please. Again, I can't see you. I can't see what's going on. My computer is doing some funny things. I did not mean to stay on here, but when you having fun, hey, let me tell you, if you guys are not taking this information and really ready to implement it right now, I don't know what you're doing. You just want to be, stagnant. You just want to be stagnant. But with this information that you got tonight, like really, you can run the play. You are in position to level up and scale your business. Y'all, this screen will not go away. Any questions? Unmute. Somebody say something.
Can you give me the name again on Amazon?
Go ahead. What you say?
Give us the name again on Amazon.
I can't hear you, love.
Can you give me the name?
You sound far away like a robot. Is it my phone or yours? I can hear you clear, yes. So do what I mentioned. I can't put it in there right now because it's a long, letters and numbers. So just go to Amazon.com, guys. And I want you to type in application workbook. I'm going to show y'all my screen so you can see what it's doing. Hopefully y'all can see that much. Can y'all see my screen?
It's starting to load up.
Yeah, this big old square still in the way. But go to Amazon.com. Did anybody pull it up? You'll see applications,
Oh,
workbook,
we see it now. We see
the
it.
ABCs of building business credit. I need y'all to go get this now for $2.99. This is the ebook. Go get it now. You can print it out on your job, print it out wherever you at. Go to Staples, print it out if you want to write actually in it. Okay. But it's not going to be $2.99 long. This is just for tonight. I wanted to have something in you guys' hand so that you can get started that'll go along with the actual book. Okay. But I do need you guys to get your book as well. Don't order the book online. I want you to order the book from my personal website that you register with tonight, blessmyvision.com. Okay. Let me know when you got the book. Go to Amazon now. Put it in your cart and check out. Y'all let me know. Let me know when you got it. I am really hoping that this screen will leave. What is this screen? Thank you, Jesus. There we go. All right. So y'all see it there? Go ahead and grab the book now. Let me know when you got it. I'm going to send you a free gift. Let me know when you got it. Do me a favor and text me a screenshot that you purchased it after you check out. I got a free ebook I want to give you, okay? Here's my number, 404-957. I'm sorry, 404-593-7547. This is my business line. Send me a screenshot and your email address that you purchased the book, okay? Go ahead and send me a screenshot. And I have a free ebook that I want to sow into your life. Those of you who go ahead and get it. Hi, Elaine. Do you have your hand up, love? You have a question?
It's actually me, Eugene. So quick question. It says Kindle. I don't have Kindle.
No, it's an ebook. Yeah, you could just it's still for ebook version.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, getting it now.
Good question. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Now the price, this is the promo for tonight, but the actual book, it'll tell you when it's going to deliver to you. All right, so here's the link, guys. I put it in the chat. I put the phone number. All right, congratulations, Lanisha, Miss Perkins. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You got your workbook. Cool beans. Yay! And the answers are on the last page. Way at the end of the book, guys, you'll find the answers to the questions, but don't be cheating. Like literally, I want you to go through the book and answer the questions after you pour into yourself. Merlin, congratulations. Now, see, y'all funny. They sent it. Those of you who got my phone number, you sent it straight to my phone, but cool beans. Thank you. Send me your email address too, so I can send y'all the free self-development ebook. I have an ebook. It's big. You got to be big on self-development to keep your mindset right, to stay encouraged, to encourage yourself. You always, as a business owner, you got to keep your mindset be in the best mental capacity as possible. You have to be inviting to money. You got to be a magnet of money, right? We can get into affirmations all over again. So yeah, I wanted to make sure you had that link. It was something else that I sent to myself. But I'm going to stop here, y'all. I can go on and on. I'm in my zone. I'm sure some of y'all have probably not seen me. Oh, I got my popcorn that arrived too tonight. Okay, I thought I saw a shadow on my porch, but I had already got my books. Yeah, so I got popcorn delivered. But it was something else I sent myself. I wanted you guys to see. Pre-funded course. Nope, that's not that. Oh, how they'll continue to send you. The lenders will start just sending you offers. Capital One have been sending me invites to get more money out of them, and I don't want it. Look at this. Pre-approved. They keep wanting, you're invited to increase your spending power. Hello? I'm telling you, when you really, learn how business credit work and so forth, you will start getting them to beg you to come in and get some money, okay? So with that being said, I just want to thank everybody for, coming on tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed this class myself, just teaching it. I hope that, you know, you were able to get some things that you'll be able to use and apply for your business. I want you to please do me a favor. Share this with others. Share the website so that I can help them, you know, get to the next level. I don't know if y'all can hear me or see me. Okay, yeah, y'all can. My screen went out again. But really, it behooves you guys to share this with some other business owners. Like, it's enough money out here for all of us. I didn't even get to touch on grants. I have some grants that you guys need to apply for the month of October. Etsy, right? They have a grant right now. So go check out Etsy website. Look it up. Just Google Etsy grant for the month of October. Pure Leaf is another one. Go see what you need to be applicable to get that business funding. Now, the difference between business credit and actual grants is you don't have to pay the money back. So this will open up so many doors. Just being, you know, in your CEO mode, just knowing that you got all your ducks in a row and your paperwork in a row, that'll help you as you transition and start applying for grants. FedEx has a grant right now that's open. So I gave you 3 websites that you can go to. Get the exact website. Just go to Etsy, go to Pure Leaf, and go to FedEx. They have grants available right now. God bless you. I hear some of the texts coming in on the business line. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoy thoroughly your book. Once you get your book, please do a short video. It could be 30 seconds. Like, hey, I got my book. I'm so excited. Not only did, you know, you attend a free course, but this book really is going to help you get to the next level. So do a quick testimonial, send it to me. I appreciate you guys. And please, whenever I do another course, share it and spread it with the masses. I wanted to show y'all, but I'm over time. I literally have 37 RSVPs tonight. And that's what, you know, we got to be serious about our business. So God bless you. And I pray much success over your LLCs, your corporations, your endeavors. God bless you. And I'm here rooting for you. God bless. Have a good night.